The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. That's taken on the 25. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 38. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
And no doubt about it, smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Goff on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find it's harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Watson. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 75. And the Browns take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Lions had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because
it's caught at the 10. Touchdown! Jameson Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right in the beginning.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 79 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. And again, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll try the air now with Watson rolling to his left. His throw incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. They'll run the draw here with Swift. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw, Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs him up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
2nd and 8 coming up. To throw is Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. A little juke. And the Lions are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Watson's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Going for the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. Touchdown, Browns! Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's airing it out for Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Tony Field that time in on the tackle.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter what the man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Wow, 204 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Watson. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And Ingram holds it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 50, it's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Goff looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Browns drive about to get started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. One last throw here for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's enough.